You will face pain on this way, suffering, frustration, humiliation. Accept the pain.
Capitalize on the trending sound. We want to make sure that our pieces of content are congruent, going to allow it to push the content out into the algorithm without it affecting. So anyone can throw clips to a beat, but if you want your edits to mean something, it starts with storytelling. The sound design, the pacing, the emotion, that's what builds a brand long term. In this video, I'm breaking down how I edited this MMA reel from scratch, from choosing the trending sound, to layering effects, to telling a story that connects. Let's start with step one, which is finding the right sound to set the tone. All right, everyone, so this part is important. We're going to go and screen record on our iPhone right now. And what we're gonna do is find the trending sound that you're looking for. So I'm gonna use the example of the one we just used for the MMA. And this is the video right here. And all I'm gonna do is click on it. I'm gonna hit the original audio and I'll go to which is him, the original creator. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit it back to 0 right here with the sound playing. And we'll let it record through. And what it's doing is we are capturing not only the sound, but the athlete or the creator's pacing of the video that we'll be able to use if we want to, similar shots or the cuts that they're using for the sound as well. Now from here, we'll go onto the computer and transfer it over. All right guys, so now we're on the timeline here. What we wanna do is the screen record that we just got out, as you can see here, we'll take that and we'll throw it on the timeline. And from there, all we're gonna do is extract the audio. Now, the beautiful thing about screen record is you get an inspiration or a template layout, right? If we go here and we look over the content, he's getting ready, he's jump roping, he's running, he's got some match cuts with the other running. Now, what we wanna listen to as well is the audio. What's the audio saying, right? It says, on this way, you will face pain, on this way, suffering, frustration. So there's this pacing of the video based on the sound. So we wanna make sure that our pieces of content are congruent with the sound as well. So then I laid out all the pieces of content I got that day, went through, looked at what was the juicy substance that we could use, and then we start building the story off of that. So as you can see here in the beginning, so you will face pain, right? So I have him getting ready with the gloves. I have him hitting the clock, walking up, getting ready to go into combat, and he's striking. And then it goes into the part of the song where it says you're going to endure frustration, humiliation. And so then I have Bruno here. He's getting whooped by coach. He's enduring the suffering. He's enduring the pain and the humiliation. It's just him training. But again, it's just pacing the sound to the shots that we have. And then we're chopping it up. And the beautiful thing is, like, if we go back, we can chop it either to the same beat that that person did in the beginning because it's a template, or we could just chop it how we want to. In this case, certain spots I did cut it, but other spots I let drag out. Anyways, back to the shots. Pain, humiliation. He's breathing, he's hanging out with the coach, right? The mentor and the apprenticeship here. And then he takes the liquid drop from Flow Pro Cerus, because remember, this is still a Cerus performance branding video. We're just putting it to the athlete's lifestyle. And then he's taking the flow, he's coming back, right? The cardiovascular supplement. He's coming back to life. Boom, and he just goes to town on the bags for some extra work because he can take that pace to the next level. Shots are there, sequence are there. Now we go into the sound effects. This is without the sound effects in the beginning.
You face pain on this way, suffering, frustration.
You hear the slap on the mat, the kick a little bit, but then when I added the sound effects, check the difference.
Pain on this way, suffering, frustration, humiliation.
The breathing, the punching bag, and I just time it
suffering.
with every strike that he does. So it just amplifies that moment a little bit more to capture that attention and hold attention span into what's happening in the video so they don't just scroll away. Hear it? As he's getting choked. I match it to the image of him actually breathing. Try to do that with the sound effects that you have and space them out to continue to tell the story instead of just throwing it randomly and distorting the viewer. The reels are a good opportunity for practice since they're shorter, anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds, so you get your reps in. You hear the drop?
Accept the pain.
Accept the pain, he breathes in. Exhale. Zooms into his eyes, and then we have the whoosh. Let's hear it without it. Not bad. But then we add the breath, the whooshes, and the heavy punch bags with the chain sound effects. You'll hear it. The chain pulling, so it just adds that extra depth into the video when we're editing it. Sound effects are going to be a huge thing to amplify the video that you are working on. It takes it to that next level of immersion for the viewer. That's pretty much it. The sound effects that I use, guys, is Ocular Sound, and it's a one-time purchase. I love that. Like I said, I screen record, throw it on the timeline, we find the juicy shots with substance, we story tell and story build. From there we add the sound effects to match what's happening in the video. Some small things that I do that I forgot to tell you is that I have this Pro Rumble on the frame, as you guys can see here. It's just a minor shake that allows for a natural transition to happen. That one is called Pro Rumble, and I'll try to link that in the description as well. All right, team, and the last piece of value I want to give you is to capitalize on the trending sound for the algorithm to push your content that you just finished out into the algorithm. So what you're gonna want to do is we're gonna go back to Instagram. We're gonna go to saved. So all you gotta do is home, hit the brand, hit the 3 lines at the top right. You're gonna go to saved. You're gonna find the audio that you saved it under, right? So here it is, original audio. You're gonna use the audio, find a video that you have finished and linked up. And here's the important part right here, guys. I try to tell this to all my clients that I work with. You're gonna scroll to the volume button and you're gonna go to where it says original audio. You're gonna pull it down to 1%, not 0. Almost did it there. 1%. Because this is going to allow the algorithm to see that you're using that sound, and it's going to allow it to push the content out into the algorithm without it affecting the sound effects that you added over where it says global clip audio. So you're gonna have the sound effects and you'll still be able to utilize the algorithm to push out your piece of content. So at the end of the day, it's not just about edits. It's about storytelling that makes people feel something. Every cut, every sound effect, every color grade should just reinforce the brand that you're representing, whether it's your own or your client. That being said, let me know in the comments section down below if you work more with long form or short form content. I'd love to hear a little about your world. Other than that, hopefully you guys got some value out of this. Hit that thumbs up and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.